So stop one is done. I'm preparing for Celebrate Recovery, which I'm always excited about. My feet and my knees and my hip are not excited about it, but I don't think they're excited about anything at all anymore because I'm done. But I want to stop at the grocery store real quick because at Celebrate Recovery they always feed us. Like they always, after we do our small group, they serve us dinner. And so I got cheesecake and I couldn't help myself. I saw this pumpkin fudge, and I was like, oh, that sounds fire. And I don't know if you could hear that, but this one was like, I like your hair, girl. And that's crazy because I'm pretty far away from her. I guess I forget how bright my hair is, and because it's like growing out so much, I'm like, can people really see that it's green? I guess I just look at myself too much every day. What up? At St. Lauren 57. So, all right, video 2. So Friday night, after doing the Pride Industries tour, got back and had to leave a half an hour later and head towards Celebrate Recovery. And I stopped by the grocery store first. They always provide us with something to eat, so I just kind of wanted to give back a little bit, and that's what you see in the videos that'll come up, whatever. But previous in the videos before. So when I got there, obviously worship, and then praying, a little bit more worship, and then our lesson. The lesson was on hope, and oh man, it's something that I thought, it's something that just makes me think and just reinforces and encourages me that I'm where I need to be. I'm doing what I need to do. And I just feel like a lot of stuff happening this week is going in the direction of hope. And so it's funny that our lesson that we did at Celebrate Recovery was based on hope. Because hope is something that, like, I've come to learn from what I'm learning when I go to church and listening to these sermons. Hope has like a definite like destination, because hope is not just like wishful thinking. I think hope is like a sense of knowing, like a sense of guarantee in a way, because I feel like it helps keep you like in a positive mindset. And it all plays in faith too, because now that I'm confident in my faith, no one can tell me anything different. I completely have a full understanding, mind, body, and soul, and otherwise, about how I got here, why I'm here, what's real and what's not, and what is to come. What is to come either in this lifetime or the next lifetime, when we can live in the world that God saw for us, not the one that He allowed us to live through and come home to Him, on our own time, essentially. And so I just thought it just was really kind of, even though I was so tired and exhausted, which is why it took me forever to even make a video, because I was pretty much in bed all day. My whole entire body was just like beat. That was a lot of on my feet, from like 6 to 9 o'clock, at 6 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night, I was on my feet. So it was a really long day, but a great day, because I got a lot done. I got to be a part of a lot of things. And then coming to Celebrate Recovery, I just find it's a great place. It's always welcoming, and I love the people there. And like I said, I went to the grocery store and grabbed some stuff because they always feed us. And I just always think that's so amazing, that the leadership team kind of does that. So not only do we get to like have our little small groups, but we get to kind of sit as a community and as a fellowship and, bond over a meal, and then, end our week with that. And not only that, something else that really reiterates everything I'm learning and lets me know that I'm where I'm supposed to be is, I kind of have had these little thoughts to myself about how, like, man, I kind of need I haven't provided everything I need, but I was like, man, I need more like bottoms, like pants. I'm thinking about kind of like, now that I'm going on more interviews, and there's a job fair next Friday, and doing that Pride Industries tour, and kind of just all the events that seem to be coming up. I need to have like the proper attire, and we did go get interview stuff and things like this, but just trying to think of like, business casual, business professional type clothing, and just thinking to myself, I have one really nice pair of jeans that I really, really like for everything, whether I'm in the kitchen or whether if I have to get up out of bed and I have to get ready, even if I'm just going to be having kind of like a calm day, whatever, and not really anything planned, but just having to get up and be ready. It'd be nice if I had some more, And so one of the guys at Celebrate Recovery had helped one of his friends move, and she was just trying to get rid of stuff. And he's like, oh, like I know exactly where I can take these clothes to the women at St. John's. But because I know him and I was at Celebrate Recovery, he's like, oh yeah, I just wanted to give you like first pick. And I was like, for sure, that's great. So there's like I found a top, I found a pair of leggings, there's a pair of kind of like boots that can be versatile, just for casual, or maybe like something I wear to work, what I'm saying? So that was really great. And then not only that, the woman who comes and does Bible study, she had reached out to me and told me that she had gotten a lot of clothes that were in my size range. And so I'm going to check those out tomorrow. And then on top of that, the woman who had gotten me all of my Christmas gifts and my kids' Christmas gifts, she reached out to me, I think it was yesterday morning, or maybe it was this morning, or it was yesterday morning, I think. And she was just like, hey, I have all these clothes. I don't know what size you are, but here are the clothes sizes. Here's the ranges. And, if you don't want them, that's totally okay. But, I figure we can meet up sometime, and you could check these stuff out. And, if you don't want any of them, there's a clothing closet I could take them to. And I was just like, wow. It's just a thought that I had been having to myself, and knowing that I have a lot of different resources around me, and being very much a penny pincher right now, because my main thing is I need to live humbly. It's kind of like the girl had said to me at Celebrate Recovery a few weeks ago, about how she knows that God wants her to just rely on him right now, and she needs to learn to do that, and she needs to stay doing that. And she was talking about how, she was at the program, and now she has an apartment, and just so many people have so many things, have given her so many things. She's like, I'm still wearing, hand-me-down clothes and this is that, but I have everything I need. And I really took that to heart when she told me that, because, where I'm at, I don't need or want for anything really. And I'm being as frugal as possible, but I have everything I need here. Like if I need clothes, obviously, like I've bought my own undergarments, but I still have gotten like, some decent bras from some of the, the clothing things here. And my roommate today just gave me a pair of nice shoes I could wear if I'm going to work out. So it's like, it just shows that everything comes full circle. And if you ask, you shall receive, and so it just, these little clues and just these little things that are happening on a daily basis that let me know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Everything that I could possibly need will be provided in time. When it's time, I will not be going without. I don't need to be afraid. I am where I need to be so that I can take my time, so I can do what I need to do. And I'm not going to be left without. I have lots of resources, lots of people, and God is watching over me to make sure I have everything I need when I need it. So that was a really great way to end the week. And obviously tomorrow I'm going to church, and that'll be a great week to begin a great way to begin another. And just all these little clues, all these little things are just like so reassuring that as hard as this journey can be, I'm really easygoing, and I feel like I accept any challenge and I take on any opportunity. And at the end of the day, I grew up always telling myself, like, I can't make excuses. Like, I'm not allowed to say no. And right now I don't really have options. And even if I did have options, where I'm at right now is the best option for me, because it's allowing me to do the things that I was not allowing myself to do already, in the last few years, and so, and like I said, this process, there are some things that can be very difficult, but I know that I'm in the right place. I know that I'm going in the right direction, and little by little, everything is coming together. I just have to stay put. I have to trust in God, and I have to trust in myself, and I have to stay teachable, and I have to stay humble, have to be grateful, and just keep on keeping on. So hope is very much important, because I have hope for the future. I have great hope for the future, that I will be in a place. That doesn't mean that challenges won't come, but it will mean that I have gained a lot of life and life's teachings in a short amount of time that will take me far, in my present and future, so I can be successful in the way that I want to be successful, and I can be happy in the way that I want to be happy. So, at St. Laurent 57, be safe and be kind.